So this is a replay analysis for the gentleman's name is HarabiskHäst. I think I probably butchered pronouncing that. You wanted me to go over a Rengar game 10-10-5. This is goal 2 Elo, so let's get into the replay analysis. Alright, first thing, you're not immediately out of the base. You're sitting in base. This isn't a good idea. You need to be out immediately. I mean, I know sometimes like people have things that they have to do in life, and that's okay. But you should never just sit there and do nothing, essentially. I need to actually move my camera. I've only just realized that it's actually really fucking big on this screen. In-game, is that going to work for me? There we go. Alright, that's a bit better. Whatever, you just have to deal without seeing the things and stuff here. Right. So you always want to be out of the base as soon as possible, and you want to be defending against invades, because invades can come and you can just get fucked over by them. So that's why the professional players, whenever you watch pros play, they always buy their items immediately. In 15 seconds, they're right-clicking, spamming. They'll go here, they'll go here. They'll usually send someone here, and they'll send someone here. This is like in ultra-high elo games. Like reasonably around Challenger, you at least want to be stopping against the invades. So standing here and standing here, right? You don't want to be laid out of base. Another thing you did is you leveled up a skill before you absolutely needed it. You should never do this. There may be some rare instances where you're going to want to level W, or rare instances where you're going to want to level E. So I would be against that in theory. Especially if you're getting invade, you may want to be leveling up your E to stop that, or maybe even if you're chasing down as the team, you may want to be leveling up E. So never level up a skill in base. There are a few champions where like it's kind of okay to do that, but by and large, most situations, just don't level up. It's just good general practice not to do that. So first, so two things to take away immediately. Leave the base as soon as you finish buying, so at 15 seconds, and don't level up a skill. And also stand in a better position. This isn't a good position for you to be standing in. You want to be protecting against the invades. So I'd be going up near like kind of where Ezreal is. I'd be like standing here. Ezreal's kind of already covering this, so it's not the end of the world. But if this guy's any good, he's got Klepto. So you kind of want to be backing him up. Maybe you can get a few Q stacks, right? This is a bit too passive for my liking when you've got a Ezreal on your team.
Minions have spawned.
I don't know much about the mechanics of Rengar. But I think that's a good move there that you ought to attack that. I think that's smart. So you can get your passive thing going. Right, so here's a mistake that I would probably criticize you on. You used a refillable potion when you have red buff and you're about to attack a neutral camp that doesn't deal any damage to you. This is not an effective use of your refillable potion. This is 125 health over 12 seconds. 100 health costs what in this game? Like how much is Ruby Crystal? 400? So is that like 200-ish gold worth of stats? 250 gold worth of stats? That you've essentially just burned through for no reason. If you don't know already, red buff will provide you with passive healing. Okay, and obviously you have like passive healing as it is already. So I don't think it's a good idea for you to be using pot here, because as soon as you hit full health, you're now taking efficiency out of your red buff and your passive healing, and you've wasted essentially a charge of your refillable potion. So I don't think that that's a good play. This gank is probably fine. I don't like the flash from either of you, though. I think it's best that you just draw out the flash here and you wait until she flashes. It's actually a good flash from Akali. And you're very close to killing her. Very, very close to killing her. It's a good flash. It's a good play. Garen messes up. He shouldn't have flashed there. Yeah, I guess I can't be critical of you flashing there, so just ignore that. Here you want to be attacking the camp, 100%. You waited too long to attack this camp. And you showed on creeps here, so they know exactly where you are. That's why Amumi backs out. You're fine trading with Amumu here, so you shouldn't have shown on the map. Just steal the camp. Get these creeps. Don't attack this one. So you're wasting too much time here. When it resets, you just have to leave it. Like, this 10 gold here, it's probably not great for you to be doing this. Back immediately. That's good. Go buy. This isn't a terrible play. I'm okay with you doing that. That's fine. Dropping the ward is good as well. I don't think you're going to get a kill here in any situation. Alright, Amumu kind of messes up, so it looks like you can actually get some advantage out of here. Alright, this is pretty good for you. You shouldn't be losing this game now with 2 kills. I didn't actually realize how low that guy was. It's fine giving up this. Yeah, you're helping with the counter gank, I guess. So yeah, just clear your wraiths now. I don't... Like, you're wasting time here, okay? Right, so look at what's going on here on the map, okay? After you kill this camp, you can see that Rakan is essentially dead, right? Ezreal's probably fine under turret farming at 6 minutes, okay? You don't need to go and protect him. You have 2 camps here that you can clear, and your blue buff is about to come up. And you can get some fruit here and stay healthy and provide some assistance to Garen if he gets ganked. Unlikely. I don't think there's any reason for you to be wasting 30 seconds here. Like, let's actually time it, okay? So you could potentially go top here at 6 minutes and 20 seconds. You can go into this part of your jungle, okay? Let's see how much time you've spent not doing that, all right? 6:20. You're just walking around. So, like, here's the problem with this play, right? I didn't actually think you were waiting for red. It's a really bad idea for you to be waiting for red there. Here's why. You have 3 camps up top side that you're going to be able to clear. What you should have done in this situation is you should have cleared wolves. Getting red there didn't even enter my mind. Right, okay. You should have gotten wolves. You should have gotten Gromp. You should have gotten your blue buff. You would have probably been level 6 from what I can tell. You're level 5 now. You'd have probably got level 6 from wolves and Gromp on this. And then you should have gone and got your red buff. Here's why. You would have had a lot of gold to buy all of your items because you got 2 kills. You could have gotten red, and as soon as you get red buff, you don't want to have any camps in your jungle, right? And you want to be ganking as much as possible. When you can get off ganks as quickly and as effectively as possible with red buff, that's where you win. And when you're 6 and you're Rengar and you have red buff, that is when you are strongest. You are not strongest on Rengar when you kill red buff, you recall into base, and you're still level 5. This isn't an efficient use of red buff. Red buff is a fighting buff, okay? It's all about fighting. It's not about farming. It's not about doing anything else. It gives you 2 stats, okay? So it gives you, well, 3 kind of. So it gives you a slow, it gives you a damage over time, and it also gives you regen, right? So it's perfect for fighting. It's a perfect fighting tool. Blue buff is as well, but red buff is by far and away the better of the 2 buffs. And so you constantly have to be thinking to yourself, I want to get level 6, and then I want to be fighting. So what I would have done if this were me, I would have cleared this top side of the jungle, right? Seeing as bot's pushing out really heavily here. Seems like that's kind of their niche this game. They're going to be shoving as much as possible. I would have been clearing out this top side. I would have been buying. I'd have been level 6, red buff, gank bot, get a double kill, go and get Drake, win the game. That's how you win this game, okay? Looks like your bot's getting kind of demolished. Top is really hard for you to gank because Akali can just cloud. Zed, yeah, it's not impossible to gank. Bot lane is where you're going to get your kills, right? Jhin doesn't have any default escapes. Janna, okay, she's a little bit annoying, but you can jump from brushes, so maybe it's okay. So look, you've got on board, and now I think you're just going to go and farm your jungle. You have to value red buff a lot more than this, dude. Okay, here, this is really bad play from you. You don't even entertain the idea of going mid, okay? At this point, you have vision on a Mumu, okay? You know a Mumu is mid. You can see that Zed's pretty low. You have to be walking mid here. I'm probably ulting immediately in this situation because Amumu's level 5. You're not ulting here. This is... You're tunneling here, right? There's no reason for you to have your window of vision anywhere right now except mid lane. You need to be looking at what's going on here. 100%. Right? But instead you're walking down towards here just to get this camp. I mean, you could theoretically say you're going to go and gank bot, but you tunnel too hard if you're saying to yourself right now, I want to go and kill bot. Because you could have picked up a Mumu here 100%. Why? Because you still have red buff, you've purchased, you've got a lot of gold, you've got a lot of AD. A Mumu's level 5, you're level 6. You could even potentially get a double kill. Right? Zed is an easy kill for you here. So I think you definitely need to be looking to go mid in that situation. And then you can shove out. I think you are too late here. I think you should R a lot sooner. This is a bit scrappy. I think you know Janna's already dead in this situation. When you go on Jhin here, Janna is already dead. So you should just be focusing on Jhin. You should just 100-0 Jhin here, focus on him. This guy's not getting away. No way. And this forces you to have to flash. That's not good. You want to keep a hold of your flash, right? So next time, just be cognizant of the fact, okay, is Janna really going to live here? Probably not. Do you want the kill and be greedy? Do you want the assist? Yes, that's important. But you saving your flash is much, much, much more important. So I don't think that that's a great play. What you should be picking up here is the Scuttler. Yeah, this is all fine. Invading Gromp here is fine. I was just about to say this would be a good time to invade. You probably call Cloud Drake a little bit late here. I think this is too dangerous for you to do. Right, here's why this is, like, and this sucks that you're, this is why it's bad, okay? You've just killed Gromp. Your Rakan's backing. Your Ezreal hasn't purchased. These two have just purchased. Your mid lane is in base. This is a bad time to go for an objective. Right? Because it's only you and Ezreal. You haven't purchased. You don't have flash. Right? He hasn't purchased and gotten... Well, he's only got 1 assist, but you haven't purchased, so you're probably sitting on what, like 1,000 gold right now? 1,400 gold almost. You've got a heap of gold in your inventory. You've just counter-jungled, so you know they're going to be out here in lane, right? Like Zed, you could probably theorize is going to be closer to mid lane than Ori, seeing as Ori is like literally the furthest away. So I don't like this call to go for Cloud Drake. Sorry, for Ocean. Especially since Ocean, like, it's good, it's not terrible, but it's not great. It's not like impossibly useful. It's not like an Infernal Drake. If it's an Infernal Drake, then like you can pressure this objective and whatever. I think this is a bad decision from you. And it looks like you're probably... You need to be hitting it. Yeah, so you gave up a Drake there. This isn't good for you, right? You just gave lots of gold to Zed. And you gave up the buff as well, and now your bot lane's pressured, and this isn't a good situation to be in. You don't want to do that. Always be cognizant of where your team is. And like, look, sometimes in games, I'll get really, really salty when my team doesn't follow up on an objective, when I know that they can, right? And sometimes I continue with the objective anyway. You knew that your team couldn't even approach the idea of doing that. Orianna was in base, Rakan was in base. So that's 100% your fault. No one else to blame but yourself. That was a bad call. Always look at this little area here, this mini-map. This will give you all the information you need. I guess that's just a mechanical misplay. I think you should have been able to kill one of them there. Janna did have R still when your team kind of let you down a bit. Ezreal shouldn't be messing around like this. That is a good play from Ezreal. You're wasting too much time here. You are not going to pick anything up. Here's why. Ezreal's in base and it's Rakan. Rakan's 1-2-1. He hasn't got his ultimate. You haven't got your ultimate. These three are like healthy and fine. You're never going to get a kill here, okay? So you're just wasting time. You need to, like, you have, you look into like the sunken cost fallacy, right? You're sinking way too much into trying to focus here. This is like 10 seconds or so that you're just wasting. Just start here, dude. Like, you need to get your farms up. You've got camps up, okay? Bot lane's definitely going to back here. All right. I guess they're a bit retarded. You should have started this a lot sooner. Wow, okay, this elo is very, very strange. Alright, pick up the bug now. Get the fruit. You have to be careful here. This is fine, I think this is an okay play. You should have expected him to shadow out. You missed your bowler strike. If you hit that, he's probably dead with your R. I don't know what you're doing here. You just, it seems like you're wasting time. Yeah, too much time wasting. You've got 5 camps up. You can't afford to be sitting around like doing nothing. You need to go and kill these camps. So we're going to go blue, Gromp, Wolves. How much gold are you sitting on? 1,000 gold. I probably don't come top here. You might get a kill for it. Because he's bad. Okay, yeah, that's good. I mean, the thing is here, right? He had perfect vision of you. So it's kind of like hard for me to give advice here because apparently people don't even look at wards. In higher elos, you're not going to be able to do that. Akali will instantly back and she'll be fine. It's whatever. I like this counter jungle. You should have walked out through mid lane here. I don't know what you're doing. If you can get a kill here, though, that'd be really good, but I think you're probably going to die. Yeah, you're dead here. You didn't even need a flash, I don't think. Whoops. Wait, what? Why doesn't Zed ulti kill you? Alright, whatever, Mumu killed you. Yeah, I probably wouldn't flash there. In this situation, because you know Mumu and Zed are missing, and they've just come from, like... I guess you... Do you have vision on them here? Let's have a look. Blue side. Let's have a look what your vision was. Okay, you see Zed there. You see a Mumu there. There's no way that this is a smart play. You're face-checking 2 enemies. They could both be in this spot of the brush right now. You're 100% dead. 100% dead. You can't afford to do this. Look at where Garen is. Garen's sitting at turret, he's backing. Look at where Orianna is. Orianna's like sitting mid lane, half HP, half mana. Alright? If I'm you in this situation, although like I kind of want to zone, there's 2 enemies there. You can't fight 2v1 in this situation. You just can't do it. You need to walk out. And the way that you walk out here, I'm not even walking out this way. This is too dangerous. Amumu lands a banish toss on me, I'm dead. Zed ults me, I'm getting comboed. What I'm doing in this situation is walking down through here. Walking down through here where Orianna is, at least she gives me a little bit of protection. I have vision because of the minions, so it's safe. Then I'm just, I don't know, I'm either backing or buying or doing my bot side jungle or whatever. Or maybe even I'm just walking through here, going, clearing Gromp, Wolves, and again, going back to base, buying, getting my red buff, and then doing the whole ganking thing again. You're giving up unnecessary kills here. There's no reason for you to be in this position. And you bait your Orianna as well, so she ends up dying. You just gave up 2 kills for free there, because you weren't paying attention. Or I don't know what you were doing, but you should have known that Amumu and Zed would do that to you. It's like 100% easiest gank in the world, right?
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
It's good that you're picking up mid farm here. You don't want to get too chunked, I don't think. Did Amumu counter your red? Where did your red buff go? Someone must have stolen it. No one on your team has sweepers and it's 15 minutes into the game and you're playing Rengar. I think you should be picking up sweepers here. I don't think you need wards anymore. Look how warded this area is. Like, look how much gold you'll pick up if you just walk through here with sweepers. You're picking up like 80 gold. I don't think the wards are worth it in this situation. If you're gonna ult, I think you ult now. Definitely ult now. Press R, yep. I think you're a bit late on the ulti. Your ult lasts an incredibly long time. How long does it last? 12 seconds. Your R lasts for 12 seconds and it gives you the increased movement speed. So you just need to cast it a lot sooner, dude. You can't be sitting on your R for that long. You got 12 seconds. Use the movement speed buff. This is fine, I think. You could have maybe played it better. It's whatever. Ezreal has R here. I think it's a little bit... I don't know. Ezreal should be R'ing in that situation. I don't think this is your fault necessarily. Like, Ezreal literally has his ultimate. He needs to be pushing up more here. He's standing too far back. If I'm him, I'm standing up here. So this isn't really your fault. This is Ezreal's fault. Press R here, Ezreal. Ulti on the Shadow. You probably pick up the kill because he's going to walk back this way. How much he's got? 177 HP? Yeah, I think that's the right play. So he kind of messed up there. That's, you know, it's whatever. You went for a kill, dude. It's fine. Zed probably has a lot of AD, so you can't know in those situations. Alright, Rengar back top. One thing I would be probably saying to your teammate here, like Orianna, this is just like kind of a meta decision. She wants to be putting ball on you. If you are here and she puts her ball on you and you jump into 3 of them and she presses R, probably 100% dead all of them, right? Because the team's not gonna, like, they're just gonna be fucking panicking, right? Because they just got majorly outplayed. This is an okay R from Ori. You're picking up lots of kills here. This is good for you. Right, you're going to shove this wave right now. You're going to get the turret. 100% what you need to do. Come on. Shove the turret, buddy. Good work. Okay. Whew. We got someone who knows how to play League of Legends. Yep, counter the golems here. This is fine. I'm probably even pushing more top. Yeah, this is okay, I think. You have to be careful, but yeah, this is okay. You're kind of missing all skill shots. Flash there, I think, is fine. Okay, how much gold are you sitting on? 2k gold. Alright, yeah, you probably spent too long there messing around. You're dying too much. I think that's your biggest problem in this game. You're dying too much in free positions and you're not getting any advantages from it. It's fine to die in games if you get advantages from it. You just got a triple kill though, and then you just like threw it away for no reason. And Drake's about to spawn. Like triple ocean, it's not the end of the world, but that they start stacking on top of each other and that's pretty strong for them. This is a fine ultimate. You need to pick your right target though. This is good. You should be able to get a triple kill here. Okay, Zed just gets away, but you keep on chasing, 100%. You know that Bola Strike's not going to hit, you shouldn't have even wasted your time. Jump out on the brush, get a Kali. Zed, Ezreal should be queuing here, like queuing through the crit. I don't know why you're back in. I guess you can get a jump here. This is fine, I guess. Ezreal's letting you down here. I think Ezreal's the major problem. This is getting a bit clowny. I'd probably just be warding there and picking up Drake. I think that's the better play. All right, you want to get your red buff and then you want to be fighting.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
All right, get blue and then probably look for an aggressive play on Zed. I don't know. Can you 1v1 Zed at this point? I'd hope you could. I don't know much about the matchups. I'd probably be looking at mid right now. Orianna's there. Again, like if you're in R mode, Orianna bulls you, and you jump on these two, instant double kill. Shove mid, get pressure, get creeps. Morale smashed. Yeah. I think as soon as I see Zed top here, I'm probably fighting mid. Even though Mumu's like lurking in the background and we can see that, I'll probably still go for the play mid. Yeah. This is good. You ult too late again though. That's your biggest problem. Right, so Orianna fucks up here. Okay? Again, this isn't your fault, this situation. Orianna needs to ball on you, right? But she pressed R when you were out of range. She needed to move up further. Let me have a look at it from Orianna's perspective, okay? You need to press R sooner. 100% sooner. You've got this for 12 seconds, dude. Cast it here. Because you just walked over wards. They just saw you. They know you're coming. Maybe if they don't hear the noise, they don't see you coming. Maybe this ward isn't pinked. Maybe they're not really paying attention, you know? Orianna does give you the ball. Ball resets. If Orianna R's there, they're probably both dead. So that's kind of not your bad. I can't blame you too hard there. That sucks. Scrappy, man. It's scrappy. This is just all misplays on everyone's perspective, and you're probably dead here. Yeah. You need to be R'ing a lot sooner on Rengar. If you are a lot sooner on Rengar, you probably get the double kill there. And maybe you could change your avenue of attack. I think you probably drifted a little bit too to the side, like down the lane. I don't think that that was smart. And look, you're getting really punished in this situation because they're just starting on Baron. They're going to get Baron. This is too aggressive for my liking. I don't know. I don't really know what you're doing here. I mean, maybe you've just given up. Like, getting a kill there is fine, but it's fucking Janna, dude. Like, and you are worth so much more than Janna. You can't really be making that decision. So here's just a general piece of advice, right? You know Baron is gone in this situation, right? You can do this R play and maybe catch someone out. That's fine, but you need to wait until some of these backs go off. You can't do it immediately. Alright? Your R cooldown's probably pretty low, right? It's a 60-second cooldown. What I'd be doing here, I'd be waiting 10 seconds. Wait for the backs to go off. Like Janna, she would have probably stayed out. But look, all 5 of them are still here. I'd have been waiting there, right? And if you don't do this play, what you need to do against Baron is just shove the fucking minions as much as possible. So what I would have done, if that were me and I was in your situation, I'd been taking my team, shove all lanes, okay? And then I would have, instead of pathing through here, I'd have pathed up through top, I'd have cleared this wave, and then maybe I'd have pathed and cleared a second wave. Because we have vision here from minions, so we can kind of get an idea of where the enemy is, because we have mid lane pushed out. This is good for you, the mid lane's pushed out, right? You want to push out top, like bot's kind of not in your favor, but is the enemy team really going to like run all the way down bot? They're probably not smart enough. They'll probably just go mid and just do like dumb shit mid, right? Because it's low elo. What I would have done here, definitely gone top, definitely shoved out these minions. The reason why, Baron is a time-sensitive buff, okay? It has a timer. It doesn't last forever. It will eventually run out, okay? So, and one of the biggest benefits of Baron is the empowered minions, which allow you to finish games, which allow you to kill turrets. So you want to make sure that they can't empower any minions, right? That portion of the Baron buff is essentially useless if they do not have minions to empower. Right? Think about it. If you camped inside here, right? Just theoretically, if you camped inside here, right, and killed all of these, like 80% of the Baron's effectiveness has now disappeared because they don't have any minions to buff. They can't use that advantage. And Baron only lasts for 3 minutes. So, shove the lanes, get rid of all the minions, get rid of all the creeps, delay your R here. It's only on a 60-second cooldown, so even if you just press R and see that they're all here, it's like, alright, and then instantly ping back. Instantly ping back. You're just clowning and goofing around. I mean, you're kind of delaying Baron a little bit, but you end up dying, and you can't afford to do that. I would not be making that play there. Because look what this team can do now. They can just push top, right? They were silly for backing here. Oh, no, alright, Amumu sticks around. This is exactly the power of Baron. You can just push waves. Like, Amumu doesn't even need to fucking land anything, dude. He just needs to tank the turret here. Look at him. Look. He's literally... He auto-attacked once. Like, you know? If I'm the enemy team now, I'm probably back in immediately. Yeah. Again, they're staggering backs. They're not really communicating. Jhin shouldn't be pushing here. This is a waste of Jin's time. Jin's probably sitting on a lot of gold, right? Jin's sitting on 3.6k gold. He's just been out on the field for 20 seconds. Just fucking back immediately, dude. What, to get one auto attack on Garen? Dumb idea. Right. What would I do if I were you here? Definitely go on bot. I'm ulting now, and I'm going on Zed. And I'm trying to kill him. If I don't kill him, whatever. You missed your bowler. You just died for free. Press R, jump on him, get the snare off, try and kill him that way. You want to do as much damage to him as possible, so he's scared to stay out. You didn't do as much damage as possible, right? If you damage him to the point where he has to back, that's fine because he can't push. Look at how much damage you got on this turret because you didn't hurt him, right? This turret's essentially dead now. It goes from like pretty much full HP. Look, it's on 2.6k, so it's on a decent amount of health points. If you get him down to like 20 or 10%, he's not sticking around. He's instantly backing, right? Because Orianna just walks in, balls him, he's dead. But look, he can stick around now because he's healthy. He's like, alright, well, I've got half health. I'm okay here. I've got Baron buff. So he essentially 100s to 0s the turret because you died. And this is exactly what you're supposed to do with... Like, this is classic textbook Baron gameplay. Right? That's what you do with Baron. So definitely ult there, chunk him out. Because you've still got your ulti. You're hanging on to your ulti. You know, you're dying way too much in these situations and you're not getting any advantages from it. At this point, there's not much you can do. Your team's behind 10k gold. I mean, your Ezreal's not very good. Your Garen's probably okay. Your Orianna made some very, very basic mistakes that she shouldn't have made. But I think looking at you personally, you got caught up too many times trying to fight where it wasn't optimal to fight, and you should have been farming instead. 100 CS at 26 minutes on Rengar isn't great. You want to be having, like at this point on Rengar, like seriously, 170 CS, 200 CS even potentially. I think there's a Rengar one trick in NA and he practically gets 10 CS per minute. And he's incredibly good. Incredibly good at Rengar. So if you want to play more Rengar, I'd probably say, here's what I'd do. I'd go to op.gg. I'd bring up op.gg. Let's go full screen. I bring up op.gg. I would go to find Rengar, like so. I'd be clicking on Rengar here. He hasn't got a terrible win rate, but I think this is top. This is jungle. Let's go jungle. 52% win rate. That's actually pretty respectable. And I'd be looking at the Rengar pros. So I'd be clicking on these guys, and I'd be saying, okay, I'm going to watch these guys play. Because usually High Elo Korea, they have their games recorded. Is this the Korean? No, this isn't. Alright, I need to switch over to Korea real quick. You can look at EU West though. I don't think that that's a terrible decision either. But Korean players are probably going to be slightly better. Rengar seems to fit in with the Korean meta a bit better. So this guy's a Diamond 1. He's got 63% win rate with Rengar. He plays him top, so ignore that one. He's got a jungle game here. You can't watch these ones though. You can watch this game, but he got his shit kicked in. This game here, I'd watch this game here. So if I were you, I'd probably go find this guy's profile. And I'd download this replay. I'd click here, op.gg, and just watch that. And you'll see how well he plays. This is a high MMR game. 2.3k MMR. This is a pretty high MMR game. There's probably a few masters or... so yeah, look, there's 3 masters in this game. Everyone's Diamond 1. He did the most damage. So if you want to learn like how to really play Rengar mechanically, because I think some of your mechanics are letting you down here, watch the pros play it. I don't know how to play Rengar. I understand his kit, but I don't know how to play him. So I can't give you advice in terms of like actual mechanics. I think you have macro decision making that really affects you, and I think you die too much and you don't get advantages. I'm okay if you die, but you need to get some advantages, right? If I die 10, put it this way, if I die 10 times in a game, right, but every single death gave my team 2 kills, I'm okay with that death. But if every single time I die, the enemy team just gets another kill, or a dragon, or invades, or steals, or whatever, that's very, very bad. Alright, you want to make sure that your death was not in vain. You need to get some type of utility out of it. So definitely be thinking about not wasting time with objectives that weren't useful. You really need to focus on your red buff usage, especially as Rengar. Rengar's really, really, really potent with red buff. You want to be abusing that as much as possible. Don't get red buff, buy, and then go clear camps. You need to gank with red buff. So play around your red buff. Red buff is the last thing that you want to get. After the first red buff, essentially. You don't want to have jungle camps up when you've got red buff, and then you want to go and gank, do damage, find kills, get advantages that way. And your Cloud Drake call was also really, really bad. You should have seen that your team was backing. I think you make a lot of decisions without looking at the minimap. Always be thinking to yourself, do I have the numbers here? Do I have the advantage here? So I hope that was helpful for you, dude. Best of luck going forward, and yeah, I hope this was helpful. Peace.